now at 8:35 with the U.S. premiere of The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. The stars hit the red carpet last night here in New York City and recently traveled to Wellington, New Zealand to sit down with the cast as they return to Middle-earth for the movie's worldwide launch.
The Hobbit is a story about 13 dwarves on a quest, along with an unlikely hero.
So, this is The Hobbit.
And a wizard. Ian McKellen returns as Gandalf the Grey. From the elf world, Cate Blanchett as Galadriel, Hugo Weaving as Elrond, and Andy Serkis returns as the tortured Gollum.
I wasn't talking to you.
The newcomers, Richard Armitage as the Dwarf King, and Martin Freeman stars as the Hobbit, Bilbo Baggins, uncle to the great hero, Frodo. Elijah, there's a lot of speculation about how Frodo is in the movie when he's not in the book.
Yeah, it was a surprise to me, because I certainly thought, even if they were to make The Hobbit, I wouldn't be revisiting Middle-earth. So it was a gift to come back, and it was a beautiful way that they've handled that, getting back into that part of the universe.
Was the gift to be in the movie, or was it to work again with this tribe you last worked with when you were 19?
I'd turned 19 in Hobbiton. I was 30 years old last year in Hobbiton, so we're in the same place again. It was, the gift was getting a chance to revisit family and friends and this place that had meant so much to me.
Well, you'll be turning
years.
40 in Hobbiton too.
This way. Yeah, it was truly wonderful. It felt like stepping back into time.
What is Baggins is precious.
So many people had done the voice of Gollum as a joke, I suppose, or to sort of mimic him, that you had to redefine your own voice of Gollum. Is that true?
I think it's true that he has sort of been absorbed into the public consciousness in quite a big way, and I had heard lots of impersonations, and there isn't really a day that goes by where someone doesn't come up and ask me to do Gollum or does their impersonation, and so you're having to own it again, really.
Peter Jackson said that he loved working with all of you, but he said working with you, Martin, was a joy, but rehearsing with you was a pointless exercise.
Him. And the boat he rode in on.
But you know what he's saying there.
I think so. I think I do. Because there are always, 10 ways to skin a cat, and I want to explore all of them,
Leading the dwarves on their quest, Thorin, played by Richard Armitage. As a dwarf, we know you were not typecast, Richard.
That's true.
And I understand you did not unpack for 3 weeks?
Yes, that's also true.
Why is that?
I thought I might be going on a plane home.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I just figured that being 6'2" and taking on the whole mantle of that character, who I felt was bigger than me, strangely enough. And luckily we had this dwarf boot camp, which really was a boot camp because they brought these massive boots in on the first day and we all had to wear them.
You were trained how to move.
We started from the feet down and we worked upwards, and Terry Notary, who is the most incredible movement director, he brought in this weight belt with a weight on it, and he said, okay, so dwarves have gonads that are made of stone, and that's where you start. So start your dwarf in that place and work upwards.
I mean, I can't really imagine that.
So we had these belts weighted down so that it was sort of pulling your kind of centre of gravity low, and then trying to sprint with that. So there was a lot of physical work, a lot of training.
And how were elves taught to move? Did you go into training too, Hugo?
I'm just naturally graceful.
Even in HD, Elrond has not aged. He has nary a worry, wrinkle.
Yeah, I had some interesting little lifts under my wig. No. The heat of the lights sort of, after a while, sort of popped, and then your face would fall and you had a stroke. So I was only good for my left side afterwards.
As The Hobbit is about to be revealed all across the world, are you ready for this unexpected adventure ahead? Or do you wish you could crawl into a hole like Bilbo Baggins?
I think you're as ready as you can be. I don't know, I don't really know. Because also, that's assuming that we're all going to be gods in a week, and that might not happen. It'd be very wise to think that might not happen,
Yeah.
hopefully people will like it, which is the most important thing now.
I'm going on an adventure!
A lot of anticipation for this movie. The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey opens nationwide